How does the economy work anyway? Is the economy a club someone can join if he or she gets a job? Is the economy banks, insurance companies, car companies, stockbrokers? We all know it involves money and buying and selling. Television news stories often talk about the economy, but seldom describe how it works. That makes it seem like such a mystery or so complicated that most of us just can't understand. In this video, I'll offer you an attempt at an explanation, a simplified description of how the economy works. We will follow a simple diagram that appears in your textbook and in most beginning college economics textbooks as well. The diagram has a long name, but don't let that intimidate you. We'll start with households, families, singles, couples. The idea is that these people want to work to earn an income, so they seek jobs. By selling their labor, they exchange their time for wages. Businesses want to sell products to make money, and they need workers. So, our diagram will start with job seekers, often called the household sector of the economy. Next, we'll add a business to our diagram. Now, don't mind my artwork, that's a factory. We'll label it the business sector, and we can think of it producing MP3 players or electronic guitars perhaps. People want to earn an income, so they sell their hours of labor to the businesses in exchange for wages. This will allow people to buy food and MP3 players. And in exchange, businesses pay wages and salaries. We'll make this arrow green to remind us of money. Of course, businesses need money too, and so they provide goods and services to the household sector. This can be manufactured products like furniture, cars, MP3 players, and toys, or services like haircuts, tattoo artistry, or medical care. The gray arrow in the lower half of the diagram, extending from the factory to the household sector, represents the flow of these products or goods and services. And of course, payments for these purchases flow from the household sector to the business sector. That is, households, workers, customers pay money for products. Another term for these payments that you may hear is consumer expenditures. Just a couple more points. The exchange of hours of labor for wages is said to take place in the factor market. The key concept here being that labor is viewed as a factor of production, as is machinery or land. So the upper part of this diagram represents the factor market. And the exchange of dollars earned for goods and services happens in the product market, the lower portion of this diagram. There are some variations on this diagram, of course. Not everyone agrees this is the perfect way to describe the economy. So now it's time for you to think. First, make sure you understand this diagram. Make sure it makes sense to you. Then think about these questions. Does this diagram seem realistic in the way it describes the world you know? Does this diagram leave out some important things? And if so, what are those things? Your assignment is to draw your own diagram.
So I hand her the keys to a new Mercedes. She can't believe her eyes, baby, when will you learn? I got holes in my pockets and money to burn. I got holes in my pockets and money to burn.